Anyway, I don't really care. I mean, look at me. I mean, technically, I own Germany and America, so it's like, well, what was going on? Gee, I wonder. Anyway, like I said, they took out Germany to get Germany was the scientists were behind Chernobyl and everything else. It's the Lucifer White Star City, and also Germany also had the printing presses, and they wanted access to the money because before, if you were in America or any country, you would have to justify your expenses, and then Germany would print the money for you, but not before, because otherwise it's just rampant inflation and you're just spending the money. So anyway, um, they basically just had access to just the printer that was in the White House, which was my house, Lucifer White Star's house. And someone was also saying that they were Lucifer or something or other at the same time, wearing my gold cufflinks, LS, living it up. And they're wearing my clothes and my nice suits and everything else and whatever. Anyway, I'm trying to say that something or other. So anyway, yeah, I don't really care. It's a long time ago. Started a long time ago. Hey. I'll be like, this guy's crazy. I'm like, no, I'm not. This is your history. You want it straight from the horse's mouth. Elephant, whatever. Actually, I'm a star. So, anyway, you want it from Lucifer's star. Well, that's basically what's been going on. This is all of it, pretty much. It took me 1,000 years to figure all this shit out. And there's also video evidence and photographic evidence and blah 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 evidence and all kinds of other fun stuff. That if you really were me and you were into civilizations and civilization building and you're like, what the fuck is going on down there? You would know. So, anyway, I don't even care anymore. I'm going to die in 40 years. And it doesn't really matter. And besides, in about 680 billion years, it's not even going to matter for everyone. So, anyway. But 680 billion years is plenty of time to figure out everything out. If you have some point in time when somebody actually tells you the truth. It's Lucifer White Star's house. I had many large mansion buildings, like the Winter Palace and other places where the stars are. Stars will guide you. So there are stars all over the world. In fact, that's probably why they wanted to take out Israel, is because Israel was one of my cities. I had lots of cities. Anyway, and I did stuff in Russia, epic space stuff. Like I say, Nixon and JFK wanted to remove or submerge my epic space Russian colony, whatever. Russia was very good at space, and they got everything from they learned everything from Germany, or they kidnapped some Germans. I think they learned it actually because Germany had to retreat to Russia at some point in time. So, like I said, the black people, Africa was merging up. They call it the Spanish War, but it wasn't really the Spanish War. It's the white versus black war. The black people were coming up into Africa and basically attacking like crazy and trying to take over all the buildings and stuff. And so we were defending and fighting back. Israel was less affected, as having a military base. It was mostly just a man attack, like swarming people attack on Spain. And basically, we were defending through using Germany, and someone's tried to convince the Spanish government that we were actually attacking them, but we weren't. We were actually defending them. So, anyway, and retreating and pulling everyone out of Spain because Spain was being overrun. So by the black Africans. So anyway, and eventually that problem got up into Germany anyway. So anyway, whatever. That's the real truth, I believe, as near as I can figure. It actually was. So anyway, yeah, and pretty much it was a white versus black thing, and eventually we beat them back and pushed them back into Africa mostly, except for a few people that stayed or whatever, or children or something. Yeah, whatever. So anyway, and eventually those black people, the black Africans, knowing the truth about their existence, actually recommunicate with the black people that stayed in the colonies or were raped or became in the colonies because they were raped by the black men, leaving their seed in them to lay in wait and learn to be raised and eventually turn on their masters or whatever, turn on their parents really. Anyway, and basically it was takeover number two of the black Africans. And basically, they kidnapped a bunch of black people and eventually killed them, probably. because technically they weren't them. So anyway, I don't know, but they were using them to try and get into Germany. Basically, a mass attack, rape as many women as you can, and then get killed. And basically later on, ring ring, son. Yes, I'm not really your son. I mean, I'm not really your father, but I'm black, and yes, the black people need you. It was one way to get into an empire, I guess. Yeah, I don't really know. It's stupid, but yeah, they probably did it. So. Anyway, a lot of people say, fuck this guy. Yeah, well, hey, what do you want? Anyway, so whatever. Anyway, I was the one who protected most countries, so, and invented for my country, which had to move up into Russia. And then attack back! And where you took the land. Hey, whatever. I don't really care. Ask China about what was going on, because they were like, to the whole thing. China was just sitting there like, and was relatively, like, you know, they might have started to help or whatever at some point in time. Basically, it was an epic race war, and I had nothing to do with it really, other than I was around. So, anyway, yeah, whatever. I don't care. It was a problem for a lot of people. So, at least as near as I can figure, I don't know. Ask Israel. Israel was witness to a lot more horrible things and actually knows what the fuck is going on more than most people. So, because Israel was like ground zero for a lot of the stuff, and I'm surprised there's still white people in Israel, actually, considering. It's amazing. Anyway, I asked Israel about what the hell is going on in the world. The leader may actually know. There's film records for everything, and you can kind of have an idea of what's going on. So, anyway, I don't really care. I'm gonna die soon. So, I'm just looking for a star. Of the white cities, white stars, white star line, and everything. They tried to say I was dead, and so they took my money. But I'm not dead. But you were gone for 3 years. I wasn't gone. I was a child. Oh. Anyway, yeah. So apparently, because no one could communicate with me within 3 or 7 years, that technically accumulated as me as being dead or something. So they wanted to take all my money. And whatever. Like, damn, you're just going to rob the bank anyway, so just go rob the bank. Why make excuses about why you're going to rob the bank? Like, shit. I mean, you turn Chernobyl into a nuclear wasteland. And probably black people were there for that. Actually, black people were in Chernobyl, and they were causing a problem before it went south. That's right. I remember that. Black people were in Chernobyl, and that's when it started going south. Black people and their drugs and stuff. Black people are always around whenever things are going bad, it seems. I don't know why. Just the way it is. So, whatever.